Hold on to your seats because I am about to shatter your entire universe. I did not know that Rainbott fanfiction existed. To clarify, this YouTube channel is Rainbott. I am Rainbott. There is fanfiction out there in the great wide web about me, this guy, and all of this guy's little scrinklos. All of my characters, people have written about that. So I decided to make a post on my community tab to gather as many samples of these fanfictions as possible because I could only find like a few. So I wanted to see what you guys would send my way, and I'm going to try my best to go through all of them. I'm kind of hoping that we don't get anything too cursed, but for the sake of this video to be funny, I also kind of hope we get something incredibly fucking cursed. I have not read any of these in advance. I have not scripted this video. You don't even get a scripted intro, which is probably why this sucks. So we're just going to strap into gear and jump right into the first one.
We got a big problem with Piggy. She's...
Scooter, listen, relax. We talked about overreacting to things.
It's a code red.
Ah, code red! Oh my god! This is not a drone!
Alright, I literally just pulled up the community tab, so let's just go through a few of these. Let's click a bunch of random links and just see what we find. Alright, I've gone through every single response on the community tab, and I've gone through all of the submissions I got on Instagram, like all of the main ones, so we're just gonna go through, like, as many of them as I can. Oh yes, Wattpad. This is a site that I have used 3 times in my entire 20 years of existence. It was updated 20 hours ago. Please leave suggestions for what you want in different chapters. I can suggest something? No, I shouldn't. What would I even suggest? Okay, Bring It On. It is a kid with the triplets, so like Mimic, Masquerade, Melody. This is a Dreamworld fanfiction. I can tell because it says so right there. I've been bugging my mom to take me to this new place, Dreamworld Entertainment. I begged and begged her until one day she finally accepted to take me there after I finished my homework. I am so excited. Me too, kid. I'm really excited for this. When we got there, the building was huge. Since I loved video games, I immediately searched for the arcade with the help of a map we, the new people, got. See, you have to clarify that we are the new people, because otherwise, who are the new people? How are they gonna know? They're not gonna know. I was in a 2-player game with someone and I won. Fuck yeah. More kids challenged me, but since I was an expert at this specific arcade game, insert your favorite 2-player game. Portal 2. I won all Portal 2 and I couldn't be stopped. Just then, 3 little robots appeared. The yellow-blue robot spoke first. Hey kid, which one is the yellow-blue robot? Okay, so yellow, purple, and pink. So I think this one's supposed to be Masquerade. This one's supposed to be Melody, and this one's supposed to be Mimic. Okay. Hey kid, how do I do his voice with this, like, dialogue? Hello, kid. Me and my siblings saw you were pretty good at this game. I don't know why I sound like this. So we wanted to ask if you'd be willing to accept this challenge, said the purple robot. If more than 2 of us wins, since there's 3 of us, you have to supervise us when we go to Trampoland, says the small pink robot, who Rainbott didn't give a distinct voice whatsoever. And if I win more rounds than you, I ask. It's me, I'm asking. The guy, when they ask who asked, it's me, I'm the guy who asked.
And you are?
I'm the guy.
Well, what would you like? Asked the split-colored one. I think for some time and then I come up with an idea. If I win, I get to go on a date with Mothman. If I win, I get to go on a date with Mothman. Deal. The tiny robots put their hands together. They have claws. They don't have hands. Put their claws together while waiting for me to shake their hands. Bring it on. Okay, I think I get the gist of this. It's really cute. I actually like this one a lot. This is cute. Today was another day of me being dragged to Dreamworld Entertainment Facility because of my stupid siblings who always want to meet and talk with Glory. That seems to be the case for a lot of people in this fanbase. Glory is... she's something. I myself, though, just stay on my phone most of the time, but Dad took my phone away after seeing me up late watching live streams from Loop SMP. Dude, it's a crossover. We got a crossover. I was sitting at the water park's floors, sitting on a chair and eating a bag of Sour Patch Kids. or whatever gummies or sweets you like, while looking down on the floor, when all of a sudden a robot appeared in front of me. He just spawns into existence like, "Hello there, darling. What are you doing here all alone?" "Oh, but that's not my voice." "Hello there, darling. What are you doing here all alone?" It's me. I do the voice for that I do the voice of that. The robot asked. "My parents dropped me and my siblings at this place that my sibling..." What? "Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I could show you another attraction if you'd like. I have been seeing you and your siblings always coming only to this level, so how about I show you a new place?" I think for a bit. Think for a while. "Well, you look interesting. What's your attraction?" "I'm in charge of Star Theater, also known as Star Act. Would you like to see it?" "Sure, I do like theater-related stuff." "Splendid. You can hold my hand the entire way there." Yeah, okay, this is cute. This is cute. I like it. There are people on Wattpad with Dreamworld profile pictures? I didn't know that. Okay, what was this one called? Welcome to Dreamworld, Your Name stories. Those are cute. I challenge you to do one with Nightlight. You said that we could suggest stuff. I suggest literally anything with Nightlight because he's my little guy. I love him. Moving on. Starlight x Wyatt one-shots. Discontinued? Oh my god, wait, this one's by the same guy. What the hell was today? Why did I do that? Oh. Alright, so I've already read one from Maria, so I'm gonna skip this one, but shout out. Shout out to my girl, MariaCo750 on Wattpad. Did someone submit a fucking Google document? Did you put emojis on the Google document? Why is the title a different font than the rest of the doc? Why is it only 2 pages long? It was a normal day at Dreamworld Entertainment. As normal as Dreamworld Entertainment gets anyways. Starlight, the lifelike humanoid star animatronic, was planning his next big day for his audience tomorrow. Ribbon Dancer, the multicolored lemur animatronic, co-worker of Starlight's, was wondering what Starlight was up to. "Hey, Starlight!" He doesn't sound like that. "Hey, Starlight! Got any plans this evening? Or are you just gonna stand there all pretty like you always do all day?" Ribbon Dancer exclaimed, leaning over Starlight's shoulder. "Not now, Ribbon Dancer," Starlight denied annoyingly. Annoyingly? Oh. "Not now, Ribbon Dancer. I need to make sure the facility is ready for tomorrow. We must serve only the best for our lovely audience." Starlight was doing his daily cleanup routine on Starlight Theater, making sure the place was clean as a whistle for tomorrow's performance. Rex is I like how Ribbon Dancer just talks in all capital letters, like he's Carcat from Homestuck, like just... "Rex is taking you and I out to this new restaurant that just opened up across the street for dinner. It's kind of like a guy's night out sort of thing." Yeah, we're gonna just only go the 3 of us. We're gonna leave the 3 triplets here. They're not guys. They don't count. Let's go. Ribbon Dancer, sweetie, you must know how I feel about public dining. How are they leaving the facility? Wait a minute. They can't leave. How are they leaving? Where are they? Okay, listen. Listen. Just defy logic. "Yo, hold the fuck up." "Yo, hold the fuck up," Starlight said defensively. "I love Mexican food. The fuck you on about? Tell you Hold on, now I have to read this with the voice. "Yo, hold the fuck up. I love Mexican food. The fuck are you on about? Tell you what, I'll only go with you two if we agree to go there instead." Very good Google document. I give it like 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 stars. Wyatt and Star being the dads ever. I'm immediately intrigued by this one. Wait, these characters have tags on I didn't know that my characters had tags on AO3. I did not know that. I'm gonna have a field day with this. I literally have an AO3 account. I have a fanfiction here. Like, hold on. I literally have an AO3 account. I've only posted 1 fanfiction, and I've only gotten to chapter 3. I will update this eventually when I have free time. But yeah, my My Little Pony fanfiction, Echoes of Unity, is on AO3. So I use AO3, and I still did not know that my characters had tags. So I promise I will look through those because that is exciting. Mimic goes by any pronouns because yes, these characters. Okay, you know what? Mimic is a dude, but I will let you have this one. I will let the community have their headcanons. You guys can go wild with this. Mimic approached her brothers, who were right outside of the arcadescape. She had just gotten back from visiting Cheer at the skating rink. I don't know, I think the arcade's closed for the day, Masquerade spoke. Really? Well then, where do we go? Today's Saturday. Saturdays are super busy, Mimic said. I heard from Lollipop that whenever the floor is closed for the day, they have to be supervised by an employee while visiting another floor, Melody explained. I heard from Starlight that we don't have the same protocols as other animatronics, though, Masquerade said. Then we should go to him, right? Mimic asked. Just as she was about to head to the floor below, an employee approached. I found the triplet animatronics, she spoke into a small radio. What now? Just leave them in the theater to stay around Starlight, a familiar voice spoke through it. Sarah! Alright, you three, time to go to the theater, the staff member spoke, going down the stairs. The three followed by heading down a ramp next to the stairs, and when they got down, they all entered the theater, where Star was talking with Wyatt. Mr. Nicholson, good morning, the staff member smiled at Wyatt. What's up with this one? Wyatt flinched at the sudden intrusion. Oh! Good morning, Adriana. I was just giving him orders about, his eyes landed on the triplets. The triplets! That's right, these three will be here for the day, Adriana said as the three rolled over to the two. Right, Wyatt nodded slowly. Is that all? That'll be all. I need to head back to the madhouse to prepare Lollipop for the day, Adriana said before she exited the room, leaving the five to let out a sigh. Well, the four animatronics let out a noise that sounded like a sigh. Is she new? Star asked. Yeah, and she's really cool too, though she's not too fond of big robots, so she may not seem as friendly around all of you. Wyatt nodded. That's how all the other employees are, so I'm not surprised. Star shrugged. I should be doing my voice, I forgot! No, I mean, she's got this huge fear of when you're all activated. She told me the story of how she almost broke Pop's arm when the twins suddenly powered on when she was in the middle of cleaning them. Holy shit. Just be cautious around her. Take that from me, I know how strong you guys are. Alright, I'll be sure to remember that, darling, Star nodded. Though, I don't know what to do with the triplets today. Saturdays bring in a ton of guests. Oh, so you're going to be busy? Very. Wyatt considered an idea for a little bit, thinking about whether he should go or not. Oh, go through or not. I can look after them, Wyatt finally said. I was gonna get off work in the next hour, but I can stay for a bit longer. Are you sure? You don't have any plans after work? Star worried. No, I'll be fine, Wyatt shook his head. I was going to take care of some business, but it won't be too much of a hassle to reschedule. You really don't have to. Nope, I've already made the decision. Wyatt pulled out his phone and texted someone. I've already rescheduled my plans. I don't want you worrying about these three while you have your own mandatory responsibilities. Speaking of which, we need to get you ready. Okay. This is well written. I can't make jokes about this because it's good. How am I supposed to make a funny video if all of your fan fictions are good? You guys are taking my content away! Okay, anyway. Cosmo is a french fry. You sure are. Welcome to Dreamworld Fanfics. You have a few. Okay, so there's also another one. Thinking about him. I will finish reading this one, and I will read this one later. I will come back, and I will read these, because these are actually well written. I can't spend the whole video reading them, and I can't make jokes about them because they're well written. So I'm just gonna come back to those later. Alright, next one. By Cloudy Skies. Once again, I did not know that my characters had tags. I did not know that my characters had tags. This is very cool. Everyone is gay. We're off to a great start. Walking into work for the first time, well, let's just say it was a shock. He'd walked in and not 2 seconds later, he was already greeted by one of the creepily self-aware animatronics. Hello there, darling. Oh, I remember reading that line. The Starlight animatronic said, surprising him from the tour for new employees. Oh, hello. Sorry, I wasn't expecting any of the animatronics to be up here. My name is Wyatt, he thought for a moment. Let me guess. Is this the script for episode 1? I'm only 20, man. I need this job to pay for Are you plagiarizing my script? Is this just the entirety of episode 1, but, like, in a story format? Like, not script, because, like, I know the script is written, but I mean, like, is this just the story in a narrative form instead of, like, a video or a script form? Yeah, I'm gonna make myself into a balloon animal. This is literally just episode 1. These two are by the same person, so that was one of the other ones that was recommended. Oh my god, it's one of these fucking fanfics where it's like, you know on AO3 where they're like 5 times blank happens and 1 time it doesn't? I recognize this trope. I see what you're doing. I know this. I love this little fucking guy. Wait. He's so good. I love those little emoticons so much. I fucking love them. Wyatt is not the most excited about his new job, especially not when so many employees here have gone missing, but he was worried about Lewis, so he'd do it. Alright, you all just wait here for Sarah. She's usually the one who greets new employees, since Lewis and Oliver have gone missing. Wyatt's coworker said. He winced at the mention of Lewis. Suddenly, interrupting him from his thoughts, Sarah walked out of the hallway. Welcome, new employees. I'm so glad to have you all here, especially with everyone being out recently. Sarah made eye contact with Wyatt, eyes widening a little in recognition. Well, now that I've said hello, I'll let you get back to your tour of this wonderful facility. She turned towards Wyatt. And Mr. Nicholson, you wouldn't mind staying back so we could chat? I can't read. And Mr. Nicholson, if you wouldn't mind staying back so we could chat? Oh, sure, Wyatt spoke, questioning what she was going to say to him. Probably about Lewis and Oliver, he thought. The rest of the new employees, which was only 2 people, and the tour guide went past both of them. Sorry, you'll have to catch up with them in a minute. I wanted to talk to you about Lewis and Oliver. So he was right. How have you been since they, he trailed off? Disappeared? Meh. Been better. You? I know you and Lewis were going through something before all of this. Well, I wouldn't say going through something, but yeah, it's been hard. I know it's stupid, but I kinda thought coming here would help you solve it. Trust me, if I knew anything about Lewis, you'd be the first to know. Yeah, thanks. He looked up at her, not wanting to seem rude. Bold of you to assume that Sarah is taller than Wyatt. She is not. And the look in her eyes, they were wide and red with huge eye bags underneath. She probably hadn't slept in days, much like him. They looked like the eyes of someone who just killed someone. Listen, you're not wrong, but you can't just say things like that. You gotten back to the tour, huh? And get some sleep. You look like shit. Yeah, says you. You look like you just killed a guy. Sarah, that's such a mean thing to say. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, this is also well written. I can't make fun of it. It's good. Good soup, good stare. Her name is not Sarah Brooke. It is Sarah Covetman is her name. AO3, you got the name of my character wrong. You need to fix it. Wyatt Nicholson, Lewis Bright, Sarah Covetman, and then Oliver. I forgot his last name, but it's written down somewhere. Oliver Alimony or something. I don't remember, man. Last names are hard. I can't even, think of first names for characters. Anyway, good. It's good. Oh my god. Sarah murdered 3 kids. Well, yes. But also no. Rex, darling, could you do me a favor? Star asked. Yeah, sure. What is it? Some of the new employees have been whispering about the triplets going missing, and I would appreciate if you could look for them. The actor explained. I would do it myself, but I need to clean my theater since, well, you know. The Rex shuddered at the recent memory of Star's afternoon performance. Things had gotten out of hand, to say the least. Yeah, I'll get on that. What are their names again? Masquerade, Melody, and Mimic. And thank you, darling. No problem. I'll be back soon. Rex figured his friend would want to know exactly what was going on with his creations. Hopefully, the robots had simply malfunctioned simultaneously, somehow, as if that could be fixed. If it was the other option, then things would be a little more tricky. Oh, okay, wait. I see what's going on. I think that this is a fanfiction. It's kind of like... I think this was written, after the episode where we got the triplets' backstory and, saw how they died, because it's describing the scene. It's describing the scene with Cheer and how they're talking like they just died. and Rex is looking for them. So this is like an alternate canon type of thing, or technically this actually could be canon because you haven't seen that part of the timeline yet. Technically, when the triplets came to life, Rex could have been sent to go search for them. The only difference is that Rex wouldn't have known that Star was actually Lewis, that he was the one who made the robots. So once again, another very well-written fan fiction. I can't make fun of it. It's good. You guys are giving me so much good content. How am I supposed to make fun of it? All right, we're gonna have to bust out the big guns. It's called Google. You guys only recommended me good stuff. Now we have to go into the dark web. There are a surprising amount of these on Wattpad. You spelled Wyatt's name wrong. It's right there in the description of every episode. His boss, Dusty. Hey, Dusty, need something? Yes, actually. As you know, business isn't doing too well, so I might not be able to keep this open for long if I can't find in any way to draw in new customers. Well, darling, before Dreamworld's closer, I was going to have a Gand performance, and the best part was it was going to be written by me. It was going to be great, but Rex ruined it, and it was because he couldn't do his job. What did Rex do? It's not important, darling. What is important is I finally have someone to watch my show. I'm sorry I don't have any time. I have to go. Wyatt, darling, I don't think you understand how long I have waited to perform this show, darling. Starlight replied, reaching an arm out to Wyatt. I don't want to watch your stupid show, Wyatt screamed at Star. Everything fell silent for a sec, then Starlight spoke. Fine, if you don't want to watch it, the least you can do is have a drink with me. As Starlight said in a sad tone. Fine, if it makes you leave me alone, Wyatt replied, but he didn't do it to make Starlight leave him alone. He did it because he felt bad for what he said. He knew Star for the whole time he worked at Dreamworld, and saying that to him didn't feel right even if Star tried to hurt him. Did I skip something important? Is Starlight corrupted right now? Oh no, he's like fucked up, but he's not, I think he's broken, because this takes place like 3 years after Dreamworld? Okay, next one. Alright. We have now returned to Archive of our own. We've returned to AO3. So let's see. Welcome to Dreamworld. Is that a fandom? Yeah, I'm a fandom! I have my own fandom on the AO3. I'm so popular! Alright, let me see what comes up when I just search for the fandom. Alright, 6. Running. On his search for the annoyingly large amount of resources he needs to survive, Wyatt runs across an old, abandoned building. Okay, Rex is there, but he's implied. Oh, it's an apocalypse AU. You had my interest, but now you've caught my intrigue. He didn't like swearing very much, but he thought the situation called for it. There was a fucking demon chasing him through the halls of an old... What was this, a mall? Enrichment center? Whatever. There was a sign faded out on the front that called it Dreamworld, so that's what he was going with. He was going with armfuls of food that he stole. Well, might he reiterate, a fucking demon was chasing him. At least he thought it was a demon. It screeched after him, talking in the way he imagined a demon would. Sarah, you can't hide forever. Ooh. That wasn't his name, but it felt directed at him. Who gave it that name? He turned around a corner, hoping to see some kind of exit sign in this unfamiliar place, when instead he was met with a person blocking the way. Well, not quite a person, because its body was mechanical and clanking, and its eyes were glowing red. A robotic arm stretched from its back to the ceiling. He knew what it was, but he couldn't quite name it. Its head tilted when he was noticed, and he turned around, going to find another way out to avoid whatever that thing was. The demon called out to him again. Sarah, I know you're close. Now, I'm not saying that sentence ever again. He was cornered between an angry-looking monster and a demon. His mind was racing, trying to figure out a way to escape, and when he was sharply yanked backwards. Everything went fuzzy after that. He woke up in a dark room, panicked at the metal scraping and was that water? Other noises that accompanied it. He sat up to get his bearings. His eyes adjusted slowly. It looked like he was in some kind of indoor pool building, but that was impossible. He was in the Dreamworld facility. Oh, our guest is awake. He jumped at the voice, but it didn't seem malicious. Hello? Who's there? Something brushed his right shoulder, cool to the touch. He was startled again. The laughter from a second voice echoed through the room that he was realizing was a lot bigger than he'd originally thought. The first voice came again. Sorry for my friend, he's a bit much. I'm Starlight, darling. Then a figure came into view, the same one as before, only now the eyes were normally colored. Those same eyes also casted the only light he could see in the room. Everyone thinks you're Sarah, the second voice said, coming into view. It was another animatronic. Animatronic was the word. This one was lean and flexible, scampering around like a caged animal. These are really good descriptions for the characters. This is probably the best written one I've read so far. Probably because it's on AO3 and all of the best fan fictions are on AO3, but again, I was hoping to find some like funny, like cringe stuff, but everyone's just giving me good quality content, so I don't even know how to make this video funny. This is Ribbon Dancer. You're in the water park. What's your name? His mind raced with ways to get out of this mess, but none of his solutions seemed possible. Why should I tell you that? Reasonable argument? No. Pipe bomb? This is good. This is really cute. I like this a lot. I wish it... if anything is inaccurate, no it's not. Well, congrats, because... Who wrote this? It's definitely the best fanfiction I've read, but it's very good. I like this a lot. It's very good. I like it. Fuck, how am I gonna make this funny? How am I gonna make this video funny? No, I haven't. Okay, thinking about him. What are the tags? Me when Twilight. Okay, good. Good, no beta. We die like most of the cast. A flashback, ooh. You can tell it's a flashback because it's in italics. I don't understand any of this, Wyatt sighed, trying to make sense of the words in his textbook. If you studied the vocabulary, then you would, Lewis chuckled. You want me to demonstrate the instructions for you? Yes, please. Wyatt and Lewis were sitting at a park table under the shade of a tree. Wyatt had asked Lewis for help on his homework after school, not before they stopped by the bakery across the street to pick up some treats to munch on while working. This is the most boring date I've ever been on. Wyatt crossed his arms. Lewis chuckled in response. A date? Is that what you really think this is? Sure, we're sitting at this table, alone, spending time together, eating romantically decorated treats. I think it counts. Wyatt shrugged. Is that why you wanted me specifically to help you so badly? You wanted a date? Lewis raised his eyebrow. You could have just asked me out. Don't you think it would be lame if I asked you to go on a date so we could do homework together? Wyatt set his chin on the table. If you just asked to go on a homework date, I would have gladly said yes. Well, okay then. This might be a bit late, but can we count this as a homework date then? Of course, darling. Now, where were we? Smooth. Wyatt with the Riz. Wyatt the Riz master. Now we're back in the present day because we are now in non-italics. Wyatt set down his phone after finally turning off his alarm. It had been going off for a good 15 minutes, and Wyatt was getting more tired of the constant ringing than the idea of getting ready for work. He was quite enthusiastic to see his friends there, sure, but every second he spent in that place was a hazard to his life. He wanted to get things over with, get them all out of there, but he couldn't rush things. He kept thinking about the entire situation as he got ready. It was something that took over his mind more than often. Said thoughts often happened to make him feel really quick, too. Before Wyatt knew it, he was ready to go. So he grabbed his keys and headed off to Dreamworld Entertainment. I have the papers! Ribbon Dancer landed in front of Starlight and handed him a stack of papers, all stapled together. Thank you, Ribbon Dancer. Starlight took the papers in his hands. He had asked Ribbon Dancer to take some papers from Sarah's office regarding plans for events in the next couple of weeks. The animatronics never got the notification in their system until a couple of days before, so Star preferred to take a peek ahead of time, especially when he was one of the founders. He should know this information as soon as it was set up. I actually really like that. Fuck, I like that idea a lot, that, like, Star would steal Sarah's plans and, like, look over the schedules, because Star would canonically hate last-minute changes to his schedule. He's a control freak about that, like me, so he would totally, like, snatch the schedules and send Ribbon Dancer to scurry along and grab it, and they'd be so he could flip in advance and make his own personal calendar for the day, so he'd know what was happening at every single moment. That's really good. Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you for writing really good fan fiction. I'm smiling so much. Fuck you guys. This was supposed to be a funny video where I looked at cringe fan fictions and I laughed at how silly they were, but then you guys gave me a bunch of good fan fictions, and now I don't have anything to laugh at or make fun of because everything's good, and all of your fan fictions are good, and all of your writing is good, just like all of your fan art is good. Fuck you and your good fan fictions and your good fan art. Fuck you. I can't make a funny video because all of you are too nice to me. It's just gonna be a weirdly wholesome video, I guess, because how do I make it funny? You're all good at writing and all of your ideas are good. Man. I give up. I give up on being funny. You guys are all better writers than I am. You can take it from here. You guys can write the rest of Dreamworld. I'm leaving you with this colorful mouse. This is the new Dreamworld animatronic character. Here he is. His name is Squink. This is Squink. Make fan art of Squink. Everybody, you're in charge of Dreamworld while I'm gone. Bye, I'm going.